It's life worth living. Should have blessed myself. I'm tired of you. I'm tired.
Okay, try again.
I'm like that guy in the news. Every day they try to.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh no. Is life worth living? Should have blessed myself. One less hungry mouth at the welfare. That's just the way it is.
And we are live.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast, Make It Halal. I'm Sheikha, and I'm here with my husband.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, hi guys. Today we're gonna do a little
Hot topic.
hot topic. I have a whole program laid out,
Oh.
and we're literally just gonna do a marriage review.
Okay. How does this work?
2 years. Marriage review, 2 years update. Can you believe we've been married for 2 years, baby?
We haven't.
In January, it'll be 2 years. But we met already 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we met the 17th of November, 2019. And then we got married 17th of January, 2020.
That's true.
So basically, we've been married for 2 years.
Well, we can say that. Okay.
Because, like, I knew at this
I'll
point,
go along with this. I'm not going to be difficult.
December 5th, we were engaged. So, like, we were fixins to get married.
Was it December 5th or
No,
did you just
like,
look at the date?
no, it's December 5th now, but during December 5th, you and I
Okay,
were
okay.
already like, okay, we're getting married, we're working towards marriage. And we were trying to get married in December, remember?
Yeah.
But then my mom was like, hell no, wait. And we were like, okay, fine, we'll wait one more month. So, like, if we got married in December, we would have only known each other for 1 month, but we knew each other for 2 months instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would matter.
No, I don't think so either. But it was just perfect timing. You know, alhamdulillah, let's just get into the nitty gritty. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this conversation. So, 2 years, baby.
Yes.
¿Qué pasó, papi?
Gracias.
What? I said, what's up, papi? And you're like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Yes. So,
See?
say something, man.
So.
Say something.
What I want to say?
I'm giving you the floor first.
But I don't know how this works. Is
You're
it
literally
monthly
just
or-
gonna do a update of, like, from where we started and your expectations of our lives together versus how it has been, how it has evolved, and where we are today, and your review of that.
I started good, went better, still going great, and I expected this to be everything it has been. No difficulties at all. But it's some up and downs, watch some movies, having a good time, make some good content, podcast, the whole shebang.
What? Did you mean everything you just said?
Yeah, sorta.
Okay, clarify.
Or what?
Everything? Like, what do you mean, sorta? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Because I agree.
Yes,
It
you agree?
started up good. It went great, and it's still going great.
Yeah.
And we like have minimal difficulties since day one. Like, we've disagreed or, like, not spoken for a minute, but then it's never serious. Like,
No, nothing serious.
nah. And, like, let's say, okay, knowing everything you know about our relationship, about me, about you with me, and, like, our life now, if you could go back in time with the knowledge you have now and marry me again, would you, yes or no, honestly?
Yeah, sure.
Why?
Just give a note. She's crazy. Not anymore. You were.
Yes, I was. I came to you like a damaged little bird.
As
Yeah.
the first half of the pandemic. It was crazy times. Wasn't bad time, but it was crazy times sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I agree. But I think also that was a combination of
We didn't know each other.
we didn't know each other,
So-
and we just moved in, and there was a pandemic, and we were locked in a house together. So I was ready for the worst, and I think that's why I was so crazy in the beginning. Every
I
time
want drama now.
there was a slight misunderstanding, and we just didn't know how to communicate. So it took us like 3 months or something, I'd say,
Yeah.
to get to a place of communication. But I'd say that's a win because we went into it being strangers.
Exactly.
It could have been worse. I mean, a lot of people say like the first year of marriage is horrendous. It's the worst. Like, it's such a
It
thing.
takes time to know how to deal with other person.
Exactly. I think it just comes down to let go of your expectations and just I think what we did, we just like completely accepted each other
Yeah.
as who
And
we are.
we were locked down, so
Yeah, we had to.
so
We had to get to
settle
know
in
each other. Yeah,
fast.
for sure. And it is what we want to make it. It's like, do you want to have a good life with your spouse, or do you want to have drama with your spouse?
Yes.
And we chose
The highway.
the highway. So yeah, I think that's like a huge thing that defined our relationship from the beginning, was not knowing each other and moving in together and being locked in lockdown together for 6 months.
Yes.
In the beginning, like, you want everything to be perfect, and that's what I had planned on being. Like, I planned, like, okay, we're going into this thing, don't know this guy, just got married, spent time with you alone one time after we got married, and then 2 weeks later we moved in, right? And I was like, I'm gonna be the perfect wife. And I only got to like keep up that game of charades for 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks, yeah.
About 2 weeks, where he would still go to work. His job was still like open. Right before lockdown, we had 2 weeks of like normalcy. And I would go, see my friends in the masjid. I'd still work at the masjid, and life was regular. And then all of a sudden, boom, lockdown. No games, nothing was hidden, everything was out in the open. Like, we were who we are, no filter.
Yeah, well, it takes time to get used to a new personality.
Yeah.
How to make it work.
Yeah. Did you ever think that it was a mistake?
But it went well.
Could you have divorced me at the time?
No, I didn't do that.
That's true. I even asked you to.
Go out. Slam the door. Go.
Yeah.
I like those times. It was crazy.
But it was your fault.
Huh?
It was your fault.
Why?
Because you're very stubborn.
Yes.
Like, now I don't care. Now it's like I couldn't care less. Because I know that's how you are, and I do what you want. Whatever, it's fine. But
now we know each other.
At the time,
if you get like this, I get more stubborn.
I went into this marriage thinking, okay, I think I underestimated you a little bit. I didn't know, like, that you had the dominating personality that you have. And if you're listening to this podcast, you probably think that I'm the one that is dominating in the relationship, but
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, everyone says, but it's because that I'm loud. But I'm extremely submissive in my marriage. And my husband, actually, he runs my life. And that's like for real. And I'm okay with it. But in the beginning, I didn't think it was going to be like that. So when you were like, nah, I'm not doing this or that, I was like, what? How dare you say no to me? So you know what I mean? I would like be really upset, like, and blow everything out of proportion. And that's like a part of the things that I grown as a Muslim and as a wife as well, that I don't exaggerate anymore with my emotions. Like, I just I let things be what they are and I don't take stuff personally.
That's good.
Yeah. Do you have any other notes?
Yeah, first time moving out.
Yes.
Never married before. Don't know the person moving into.
We had like met each other a handful of times. This is crazy. Like what were we doing? Like who does that?
I don't know.
Why did we do this?
Many people do this.
Why did we do that? Like we only had met each other a couple of times and
Yeah, it felt right.
it was so right, huh? Yeah. Alhamdulillah. We just accepted everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Go with the flow.
Go
Okay,
with the
let's
flow.
see what happens.
Yeah.
It was that, basically.
Mm-hmm. I feel like our relationship has been a literal fairy tale from day one. Except for like those couple of fights that we've had. But like who doesn't?
But those were short anyway, so.
Yeah, those like...
No, yeah.
We're talking about me getting crazy and stuff. Like those were like... They lasted for a very short amount of time. Like we're talking a couple of hours at the most.
Yeah.
And then it would be forgotten. But I feel like all in all, our relationship has been such a fairy tale. Like I couldn't be... It's like as easy as breathing. You know, I couldn't be happier. I've never felt like I have to actively work to keep us together. Like I've just been myself. And it's been okay. And I've never felt that anywhere else, like growing up in my family or anything. Even with my friends and stuff. Like,
You have friends?
I had friends. No, I have like 2 friends.
I joke.
I have 2 friends.
Online friends.
Yo, I've met my friends, but they're like me. They don't leave their house.
If I learned anything?
Yeah, was there anything you're like, really? About girls?
Nah, not really. Simple beings.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate? What's the one thing you know that if I'm upset and you do this thing, then I won't be upset anymore?
Ask you for food. You
If
want food?
If I want food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Food is a solution.
Yes,
To everything.
that's true. It's true.
This is how we grow up.
It's
You
true.
get yelled at. Then mom come.
You want some
It's
food?
dinner. Okay. You can cry at the table, but it's okay now.
What? Why people do that too?
Everyone does that.
Seriously? Oh. Yo, my parent would beat
wanna
our
starve
ass
as a kid?
and you'd be like crying and dying in your room, like crying like that, and they come into your room like, come on, it's food. Like it's, you know, that's their apology. That's what it is.
Yes.
And I truly feel like that's how you apologize too. Like if you upset me and if...
I don't.
Wallahi, I know that it is.
What?
One time you made me spaghetti when we just got married. It was like our first like fight. And I was like upset with you. I was like, I'm going to be in my room. And then you came in and you were like, I made some spaghetti. And I was like, okay. And then I came outside and we ate together. And then we were friends again.
I don't recall that, but
It was like literally like a week into our marriage.
did you learn anything about
Yes, a lot.
like what?
Well, my expectations going into things were, I don't really know. That whole period is such a blur because everything was just like so simple and so easy and just like floated by. Like it's like a good type of blur. Like there's nothing really that sticks out because everything was so easy. So I thought it would be a fairy tale, and it was. I think I was prepared for a little bit more drama, but you're pretty laid back, alhamdulillah. Like you're just a nice person, and I'm
No one
not
likes
used.
drama.
Thing is, I'm not used to nice, laid back people. I'm used to chaotic people and people who are evil in the core, and then you're not that. So for me, it was like, I was prepared. And I think to some extent, I'm still like waiting for the other shoe to drop. I still think that you're too good to be true. I still feel like a lot of the times that I don't deserve you. I know like that's messed up to say. I don't want to cry or anything, but y'all stay tuned. I'm currently writing a book and all this is in there. But I feel like I was prepared for a little bit chaos and I just didn't get any chaos. So I'm constantly like every day I'm saying alhamdulillah, like every single day to this day 2 years later, and I'm probably going to say that forever. Alhamdulillah, ya Allah, for bringing me this man, because I specifically asked Allah for one thing that you 100% are before we got married and before I knew you existed. I asked Allah every single night, Ya Allah, please grant me a merciful husband. Please, that's all I wanted. And then I didn't know true mercy in a human being until I met you. So for me, not to get too deep or anything, because I know that makes you uncomfortable, he just flipped me off. So I started laughing.
The finger had to be said.
You're stupid. So yeah, that was that. And I'm still working on why I feel like, why do you feel like you don't deserve love or something good like that? I'm still working on bettering myself to get to the place where I do deserve this. Of course I do. I've paid my dues in life and this is exactly what I deserve. So yeah, those were my expectations, and it's been pretty good. Like, you're an easygoing person and you're just like cool to hang out with. You turned out to be like a really good friend, like my best friend. I can do everything with you. We have similar interests. Everything, like my goals in life, you're like all on board. Everything that I want to do, you support me. You've never like stopped me or been like, no, this is like way too ambitious, or this is a bad idea, like go like get a regular job or go get a job. Like, you've always been like, oh, you want to do this, oh, you want to do that, I support you. And he does. Like, this man has been supporting me in every way imaginable.
We have been blessed there.
Yeah,
it works, so
alhamdulillah.
it's no issue.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
But just your mindset as well, because everyone in my life was, when I was like, I want to start blogging, everyone was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I was like, bro, I have to start blogging. Like, this is what I need to do. And so that's only like been escalating and escalating for me. And when I told him that, when we were first like getting to know each other, I was like, I want to blog. And he was like, okay, I support that. I can support you. That's fine. And so he has. So alhamdulillah for that we're able to do that.
De nada.
Thank you, baby. Do you have anything to add? Is there any advice you want to give somebody? Is there anything you want to elaborate on?
Like, it's cliche to say, but communication is key.
Yeah.
Like, that's number one advice ever.
Yeah.
Communication. It's two personalities crashing, then they merge later on.
Yes, that's a great way to put it.
It is.
It is, yeah.
At the merge.
Yes, the merge.
Find out on the next episode of
Survivor. So, on that note, we're ending this now because we have to see another episode of Survivor.
It's a semi-final.
Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We literally would not be here or be able to do this without you guys. You guys' support, honestly. So thank you so much. And we will continue to, inshallah, bring you the content that we do. And you keep supporting us so we're able to do that, inshallah. So thank you.
Muchas gracias. Bye, señoritas.
Bye. See you on the next one. Bye.